Attention gamers. A few weeks ago the Burning Crusade came out and I thought I did everything right. When I crossed that dark portal for the first time I was prepared, I had all the gear, I sat in battlegrounds for days pre-capping honor. I begged like shameless streamers to go into it as a top 1%er, and I had a plan to min-max my leveling by pressing one button for 20 straight hours with the same group. It all worked and I was successful, but I felt dead inside, like an OnlyFans girl, and this wasn't the World of Warcraft experience I had wanted, and I knew I had to change. So rather than staying ahead of the pack and farming my pre-raid biz sweating harder than Ms. Kiff's lawyers every time he goes live, I decided to do it all again. To play a class I've never played before, one that others doubted my ability to push one button.
Rav, I saw your video, bro. You lasted about 2 seconds on a mage. This class is not for you, bro. Stick to playing easy shit like Hunter and Rogue Little Gup.
One without any prep or gear, to play the game the way an MMO was intended to be played. To experience it as a world that is based around Warcraft.
Ooh. Ooh. So he's a mage now, huh? Why was that even in there?
Alright, so I quickly learned why the sweaty-ass strategies of spam dungeon farming are the knees of the bees when some of the quests in the open world have a negative drop chance. Not an hour into my journey and I'm supposed to loot a copy of the unredacted Epstein files from one of these Baron Nashers, and let me tell you, I was taking down more flailing wieners than Bonnie Blue on a workday.
Here's a list that last one was like kind of went over my, I don't know, what did he just say?
Someone explained to Zaryu what a porn star is so that joke lands when he's watching this, but anyways, I eventually teamed up with a local to the Mud Hut clan who also was fed up over the random numbers that were being generated for us, and that's when I had an idea.
Hey, listen!
Let's just commit a little hellfire homicide and surely it will be the next drop, so we both nail rotations against one of those minion commanding midgets, and if I was right and the very next mob dropped it, then everyone watching from Horde Nightslayer owes me 100 gold.
Nice.
You can mail it to Ravioli, make sure you spell it correctly. Last time too many people spelled it Pikaboo like dyslexic morons and I didn't receive any of the gold, but anyways, a few minutes later after learning the power of world PvP I picked a fight with the sole goal of some mage mains in chat telling me nice cock. I've never heard that saying in game or in real life, but when my lack of mage mechanics became apparent I had to rely on my long time WoW mechanics.
Help me! Help!
You gotta, that freedom, bro. You gotta poly that shit. Nice.
Now I vowed I wouldn't dungeon spam, but then the guy who Herod's girl tells him not to worry about informed me that when I don't walk into Outlands in full tier 3 there are actually massive upgrades I can get, so I agreed I would do them all once. Turns out the sweaty pre-made groups I spammed with didn't represent the quality of players you get in pugs a week into the X-Pack.
No.
My tank pushed his taunt button once every 3 to 5 business days, so a single spell would have them running to me like I was Kai Cenat hosting a meet and greet in New York.
That's your fault, Rav.
To absolutely no one's surprise, the group wiped more than a guy with a bad case of diarrhea, and after waiting 6 eternities for my priest to take the scenic route back to the dungeon, and we now knew the mechanic for next time. Psych, very next pull bear tits apparently found taunt on his non-bear form action bar, and I was truly living the authentic TBC experience now. I found a new group which was a step up despite our warlock hell firing on single target boss fights as if Condom Factory sponsor this man to just exist, as his presence is enough to make people not want to procreate, and that's when
awkward.
I figured the good players are probably doing Blood Furnace, as that's the spam designation in all the sweat guides, and here's when I learned what it's like to be a mage in groups.
Waters, por favor! Gonna need more than that, my friend!
I'll take a sip.
We thirsty! My inventory
Need more mana! Slurp,
This
slurp!
one is
And white trade busy!
That said, all the pain and all the pugs was worth it when eventually this dropped.
Oh, he's gonna lose the roll.
With the new
Oh,
power
never
of a
mind.
staff, I stumbled across some motivation that showed I clearly wasn't pushing myself hard enough in this class. I figured I could watch a pull or two and learn the ways. Or I could just kill that little show off, and if you've ever seen the movie Elf, let's just say it turned the midget into an angry little Miles Finch. I ran around jamming my forearms into pretty much every key on my keyboard, showing the world that I've clearly never played this class, nor do I know the first thing about actual PvP in this game. As you can tell, I was shaking as I was pushing some buttons that I've never pressed before in my life, like Cold Snap and Frost Ward, hoping to get some nice cock compliments from a warlock that showed up and proceeded to not help me at all, like an absolute dipshit. But the fact that I won this goes to show just how bad most WoW players are at this game. That said, karma was apparently summoned straight to this peninsula of hellfire, as later that night I made it to a quest that was not easy for a boosted loot mage with no clue how to play the class, where you'd have to defend a levitating butt plug for like 6 minutes until it ejaculates, while imps spawn in increasing
Jesus.
numbers, and sometimes it just decides to disappear altogether.
Oh, that's cringe.
But in my second attempt,
Go
things
down.
were
You're supposed to
going
do
well
it
until this happened.
downstairs. Oh.
The repercussions of picking a PvP server were hitting me harder than one of Emmy's plushies hits Ms. Kiff during a fight about viewership numbers. Of course, a level 70 with no way for me to outplay, as I'm hoping to just survive long enough, as I try to remember what my keybind is for ice block, hoping that will be what makes him go away. Somehow, to my surprise, it worked. He was gone, but I wasn't in the clear. He left me with less health than a chain-smoking COPD patient, to the point where I wouldn't survive the waves ahead. It was looking bleaker with every spawn, my health getting low, my hopes even lower, until my faith in humanity was restored. My previous attacker returned, apparently reformed like a 2016 Tyler 1. He fended off the demons that would have had me succumbing to the exact wounds he inflicted minutes before. I almost couldn't believe it, but I didn't have to. I just needed to survive a few more seconds for this gem to start jizzing and I'd be done.
That is demonic. That
What
is
do you
demonic.
expect from someone who plays a female human rogue?
Deep inside me. I was crying.
All of a sudden, everywhere I went, I was earning the reputation of someone who can't fight, but I wasn't gonna let a group of idiots from Elwyn bully the guy who got lemon pepper wings jingles stuck in
Jesus.
everyone's head.
Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper wings. Lemon pepper wings.
There were
Good job.
times where I'd offer to keep the peace, unless some douche canoe would choose to fuck around in front of me if he wanted to find out and learn that you don't steal a tag. That's just poor manners, punishable by frozen waterboarding. But my golden rule never to be broken was that I would always aim to kill one particular class, rogues.
Rogues. God damn it, Rav's a player, baby. He knows.
And this created some epic battles.
Keep him.
Yes.
One guy's cloak. Vanish.
He can commentary.
Keep him. Oh my god, my fucking keybind just didn't go off.
As I put myself in more and more situations that required me to push more than just one button, I learned new mechanics of my class. Like how I could heal my teammates by dueling them and then turning them into a sheep.
Damn.
This also launched the chapter in my life where I stopped fighting the other faction, and offered to heal them instead, in a segment that I would like to call the vibe check test.
Stop. I've got it. He fucking- Come on, fire blast. Come on, fire blast. Come on, block that. There it is. Oh. Kill him. This is like 500 MS PvP. What is this?
I owe you one.
Oh, he knows.
It was at this point where I learned about a thing called spell cleaves, where a council of mages can all get together and all push the same button and the results are magical.
Yep.
Until you realize it requires 2 brain cells instead of 1 and your group wipes 5 minutes later. The best mage leaves you, replace him with a guy who takes the concept of down-ranking spells way too seriously, as he's apparently only ever using rank 1 of everything, as he's about as useful as a sandpaper dildo, who you then replace with a warlock who doesn't understand the concept of a reflect mechanic, so he kills your tank. You decide to wait it out like a moron, only for the group to wipe again 5 wasted minutes later, as you think, okay, nothing else can possibly go wrong.
Oh my god, Mouse died!
And that was the sign to go back into the open world. My handy dandy rested XP guide with all the optimized leveling routes that you can get with an insane discount using my link below was now taking me to the worst quest on the beaches of Terrakar, where you have to wait an entire pregnancy turn for these 5 dwarfs to spawn so that you can escort them to their digging club event. But it turns out if you sign up for a spell cleave at the same time and accept the invite, you may or may not be left severely pissed off. But hey, at least that group didn't turn out to not be a spell cleave. With a totally not AFK hunter, and a tank that butchered the second pull as you ran out. Quoting your favorite line from OnlyFans Season 2. As you disband. Side note, I spent the rest of that night killing every alliance who finally thought it was their turn to accept the quest, because something deep inside of me is seriously wrong from playing League of Legends for 10
He
years.
doesn't have Ice Lance yet, does he? No, 66
It was at this
I think.
time when I reached Nagrand, the most beautiful of zones, and unlocked Ice Lance, an ability that would make questing 10 times better. So you know what I did?
God!
I signed up for another spell cleave, still having no clue what I'm doing as the designated mage. Desk popped my blizzard way too early. The group gave me the cold shoulder until I was promptly removed, which may or may not have resulted in some colorful conversations, as I was shocked with my own faction couldn't even pass the vibe check while everyone on the alliance was somehow catching on. But at the end of the day, the range of emotions from all these experiences is what makes WoW so good to me. For me, it's not about racing to run out of things to do, it's about the memories I make from taking my time. It's about those times in Netherstorm where I thought it was funny to slowly melee a druid down who was on a timed escort quest. It's about remembering how I did the last quest to hit level 70 with res sickness because of the amount of failed spell cleaves I got kicked from. It's about the kids throwing temper tantrums because they think they own the land on a farm spot.
Dude, go
He's level
away!
70.
Which only made me want to steal the tags even more.
I hope the Alliance camp you!
Something about making him kill the mobs that I tagged right before him was just like a drug to my toxic soul.
You are a special type of a-hole!
Forcing them to pay me to leave their spot, knowing damn well the second I leave someone else will be there to piss them off.
I just got rid of a mage!
It's about the 2
What are
alliance
these
who are yelling
voices?
at you in some indecipherable gibberish that you know means if you steal their tag when this quest mob spawns they will kill you. Only for you to steal the tag and prepare for the clutch moment you'll remember for way longer than the 65th blood furnace you spammed, and that, if you ask me,
Damn.
is what makes WoW so great.
Lemon pepper wings!
So he's a mage now. Look at tier 4 shoulders.
Pepper
Okay. Rav went mage. Better than rogue.